Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how to use CapCut in desktop. So first of all, download and install CapCut desktop onto your computer. After doing that, simply open up your CapCut software. After doing it so, open up the software and this is the interface of the CapCut desktop version, and then here you will have on the left you will be able to select your profile. You can also change your profile if you have multiple accounts, and then this is the home tab, and this is to share your history, and this is the space of your online cloud space or the drive, you can say. You can also join others space by adding another person's space ID, cloud storage ID, and you can also use the CapCut store. And before we start using our CapCut for different projects, we will have to adjust and change some settings for CapCut. So let's go to our setting, select the setting. It is located top right. Go that, this is the setting menu, click on that and then select settings. After selecting that, another window will pop up. So this is the window, and now you can see that it is going to save to the particular selected way. This is going to save to my location, local disk D. So after that, go to edit and change the frame rate to 60 fps, and timecode format has been set it up to hour, minutes and seconds plus frame. And then let's go to performance and make sure that both of these are ticked. Enable both of them and select also this. If you have integrated or dedicated GPU, make sure that you select this one, and then select which speaker you want to use, and these are the rendering caches. Select its storage and make sure that it is turned on auto render. After doing that, let's go to language and select any of the language that you like. So this was the settings tab, and then after selecting and editing these, simply hit on save. So this is the feedback area. With this button, if you have any suggestions about the software or if you have any occurring problems, you can simply click on this and save and send a particular problem that you're having with. Just simply, you can also record a video and send the file to CapCut owners, CapCut developers, so they will look up into your problem and they will help you up. So after creating all of your projects and exporting the videos, all the videos will be edited videos will be showing up here. This is the projects area, and you can also edit images with this software. You can create images, you can add music to images. So we will be simply, let's select list, and now this is the trash area. So if you have multiple projects and if you want to delete them, after deleting the projects from this project area, it will not be completely removed because it will add up to this trash box, and it will keep the project which has been removed from this project box, it will be on this trash it will be here into the trash box, and after 30 days it will automatically be removed. And if you want to completely delete that, you can simply select each of them, and then another pop-up is going to be here, delete and restore. You can simply delete that. After clicking that, simply cross that. After closing that, now we can start our project. So this was the interface of CapCut. Now let's create our first project. Click on create project to open up our project. Now wait for a few seconds. Interface is being loaded. Wait a minute. After that, you will see that another window has opened up. Now to our right, this is going to show you details about your project file, which has the name, given it to 08 and 18. You can change that. Let's write sample project and hit enter. And now you can see that it has changed its project name. Now here we have the path of the file where it will be saved as. Now the ratio, it has a aspect ratio as original, resolution adapted, frame rate 60 frames per second, imported media stay in original location, and proxy is turned off, arrange layers in turned on. So basically CapCut is easy to go software which helps users for thinking less. With advanced tools, you can use different types of templates and create professional looking videos. So it's giving us a head up. Layers can be recorded in every new project by default. Okay, let's select got it. You can also modify if you don't like where you will have to save your file. You can simply click on modify, and from this menu you can change the name of your project. And now you can also select its aspect ratio. For example, let's select the aspect ratio as 16:9, and let's select the resolution as custom. And now let's select 19:20 into 1080. So our project is going to be at 1080p. Now let's select our frame rate, which is 60 fps according to the monitor. And now let's select the color space as rec. 709 SDR. Now arrange layers cannot be turned off because I have to add layers first, then I will be able to turn it off. So this is not necessary, but we're not going to change anything now. Just after changing this resolution and aspect ratio, simply click save to modify our CapCut. And now after doing that, we will have to add some photos. So let me introduce you to CapCut's tools first. So this is the import area. This is the import tab. So after clicking on it, you will be able to import documents, photos, text, different types of media such as videos, text, music, songs, templates, logos, images, etc. Now to the left, you can see that you will be able to import. So this is the device, which is your computer, and this is your presets that you have created or used them previously. And this is the space into the space. This is the online cloud storage. After using CapCut, all your exported projects will be shared to your cloud storage, so you can re-edit them and repost to your social media websites. And now let's head to the stock materials. On this tab, you will find a lot of stock materials, such as, let's select this one. Let's download that. It will start to download, and now it is completely downloaded. So this is an stock material, which is like and dislike and subscribe. And now so you can use these stock materials if you like, or you can simply add different other custom stock videos by importing to this panel. Now let's go to brand assets. So these are the images which are CapCut logo and CapCut logo 2. This is another logo, and this is just the logo, and this is with the logo and the text. Now let's go to videos. So it doesn't have anything, but you can also use it from your cloud storage. Now let's head to the audio tab. Here you will see a few of the musics that CapCut allows users to freely use that into their projects. For example, if let's select that one, it will, after selecting that, it will download it. After selecting that, it will simply download it, and you can simply drag and drop that onto here, and this will add to the editing box like this. And now you can also edit how you want to keep the music file, like this, for example. So this is the music file. Let's zoom our music. Let's zoom it with this zoom in options. This is the zoom out button, and this is the zoom in button. You can simply use these options. With also, you can do Ctrl plus to increase the zooming. Just simply press Ctrl and number plus on your keyboard to zoom in, and to zoom out, simply press Ctrl and number minus to zoom out. Now again, let's do that with the buttons. So after doing that, simply let's go to this area and let's play our music. Okay, after doing that, here you will have select option and split the music between two. Let's select that. So here you can see that I have split them into two different sections. Now let's select the cursor, and here you have two different sections. This is the first one, second one, this is the third one. You can simply select each of them and delete that. And let's select this one and add it to, just simply drag and drop there, and it will automatically link up with the first one. Now you can also split with this button. These are the quick tools. So you can also delete left. By selecting that, it will simply delete the left. For example, if you have selected this, it will just make one more split. Let's go to this area, and now, so from this area panel, so if I select this, it will simply split. Let's split that, and then let's select this one, and if I select this, it will simply delete the left of the, let's go here first. Okay, now it will simply delete the left like this. It has deleted. Now one more thing that I want to add up, that is, if you have done anything wrong with the project, you can simply undo it by pressing Ctrl plus Z on your keyboard to undo anything that you have done wrongfully. Now with this one, you can delete the right the same way. Let's undo that. Now here we have the delete button. With this button, yes, you can simply delete this specific item. And now let's select this one and let's align it with the first one. Now let's select the second one. Make sure that this arrow point is onto the project file. Then you will be able to use these shortcut keys. And now let's add a marker. You can simply add different types of markers for different effects. So let's select the marker and right click on that and delete the marker. This is how you can use the markers. Now you can also change the aspect ratio from this drop down menu. Let's select 16:9. We will be using that. And now this is the microphone voiceover options. You can simply add any videos with no audio files, and then you can use this microphone voiceover option to input your voices into the video. And now this is the turn off main track management. So if I turn off, then I will not be able to manage my main track. For example, if I have input a video here, I will not be able to use that because this is turned off. And now let's go to the second one, which is turn off auto spinning, auto snapping. So if I turn off this one, it will stop snapping our content. Now this is the linkage. So if I turn off this one, it will not link to these two files, as I have splitted them into two different sections. Now let's turn that on again. Now it is going to play from the beginning and to the last. Now with this one, this is the turn on preview axis. So if I turn that on, I will be able to view my axis and left to right. Now with this one, I can zoom in to fit my timeline. And I have already told you that this is zooming buttons, which will help you to zoom in and zoom out to your projects. We will learn more about this in the future. Now let's look into this area. So this is the audio box. Let's go to the right, and you can also add a cover for your video file. For example, this cover means that thumbnail for the video. So this is the music area and this is the video area. So these two are just the icons that refers which tab, which row is which is which. And then you can also use this one to lock your track. Just select that and you will not be able to do anything with the track. And now let's unlock that. And with this button, you can simply mute your audio track and it will not play until you remove your muted button. Now let's go to track setting, track height. You can change the track height simply to tall like this and select like short. It will look like this and then the default. Now the same way you can simply lock the track. You can also view and unview and then stop, mute any videos, music, sound. You can also render the videos when you're editing. And now let's select our music here, and you can also increase the volume of the music, and you can also fade in like this. So when the music starts, it will slowly increase its sound, and when it's finishing up, it will also slowly get reduced. Now you can also normalize its loudness by selecting that. It will take a little bit of time according to your system. And now here you can see that it has channels. You can fill right with left, you can simply convert each of the channels. Now let's go to voice changer. Here you will see different types of effects for your audio files, such as energetic. If I download that, it will simply change its voice to energetic. So these are the voice filters that you can use. Let's keep original at this moment. And now these are the voice characters. So if I select FA, okay, I cannot apply this to CapCut's music. So I will have to download and re-put another music or another voice file. So this will change the voices of the speech, and this is speech to song. Okay, so you will just have to speech and it will create a song from that. This is what it does, and then this is the speed of the music. So if you simply increase that, and it will play faster. So the default is 1/1.0, and the duration, you can also increase the duration, and you can also keep the pitch of the music or the audio file. So this panel is to manage the audio files information or the video file. And now let's go to sound effects. From this menu, you can simply download different types of effects from CapCut's official store. And now these are the copyright check to avoid potential copyright issues on TikTok. Run copyright check of the music used in your non-commercial video before sharing to TikTok or any other platforms. So after that, let's go to extract audio. So just simply add any videos, and from this tab, from this menu option, you can simply extract the audio file from the video separately and add it to your project area. You can add that audio file to your track. And then let's go to TikTok sounds. Here you will find different types of TikTok sounds. Here it will show up. For me, it's not actually showing, but for you, it might show up different TikTok sounds. If you have connected your account with the TikTok, it will definitely show up. And now let's go to brand music. Here it will show you your spaces, different brands, assets, different items. It will show up the brand music's items. Now let's go to the text. From this panel, you will be able to add a default text, or you can simply add different types of text. For example, if I have added a text over here, so this is the default text. And now let's select that. And now select that from the basic. Let's write test. And you can also change its font style. Let's select that. And now you can select and change any types of fonts that you like. Select that one. And now you can increase the font size like this, or you can use these small buttons. Let's use 40. And now you can also make it bold like this. Let's unbold that. And you can also use the underline or make it italic like this. Let's use case. So this is the uppercase, this is the lowercase, and this is the first letter title case, which is this. So after that, let's head back down. And now you can also change its color like this. Let's input purple. After that, you can also align the text. Let's use these different preset styles. For example, if I click on this, it will show up this. So this is our text with the white outline. Let's unselect that. And now let's go head back. Let's head down. So this is the scale of the text. Let's increase that a little bit. So this is our text. Let's decrease that a little bit. Here we go. And now uniform scale. So if I turn this off, you can simply readjust by manually. For example, if I turn that off, I can, here I get 2 more options to increase the size of my text like this. Okay, and now let's go down. Here you can change the scale of the text or the rectangle manually by putting numbers. So this is to align to the left, align to the middle, align to the right, and align top, align middle, align bottom. Let's align center. And now let's head down, and here you can also adjust the opacity of the text. And then this is the stroke panel. Let's select that. After selecting that, it will simply enable that. Enable the stroke for your text. And now let's select a stroke color. Let's select this. Let's select this color, and then we will have to change the thickness of it. Simply drag the slider and set your thickness of the text. Now you can also add background color if you like. For example, this, you can add any of the colors if you like. Let's unselect that. You can also use different types of these glow effects, shadow curves. You can also use the filters. And now let's go to animation. In this panel, you can download any of these animations, and you can also hear that it has a little bit of sound when it plays. So this is how it will look like. It will show you how it will look. So after selecting any of this text, so this is the pop-up text, it will allow you to adjust how it will show up. For example, it is showing up from the downside. It is showing up from the below. So let's input this. So now it is showing up from the upper section. Let's increase the duration. Now it is coming up lately after increasing the sound. Now this is the in animation. So now let's input our out animation. Let's select this one. So this is the fade up. So this is going to the right. Let's select 1 second, same way. So this is how it will look like now. So we have successfully added our text animation. Now let's go to tracking. So this is going to track the motion. If I select on this, it will track the video, and it will lock on the single particular people's face on the movement. It will simply track on the movement. Let's select none, and this is the text to speech. So if I start speaking, it will simply record a specific number of words and convert it to text. It will also change my text into speech. So these are the voice. So this
Test.
is Sarah's voice, and this is Thomas's voice.
Test.
So I have inserted text. So this is the test. So if I rewrite it, then let's go back here, text. So it is saying text. It is saying test. So now if I write CapCut tutorial for influencers. Now let's decrease the size of our text like this, CapCut tutorial for influencers. And now let's go to text to speech. Now let's select Sarah.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
So this is how it will sound like. And now let's select Thomas.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
So this is how you can create videos with this text to speech options. So you will not have to use your voice onto the videos.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
You can also use different types of these effects, such as
You're
Jessie.
using the text-to-speech feature. Choose a voice you like.
So this is
You're using the text-to-speech feature. Choose a voice you like.
Let's select start reading. And now if I play that,
For influencers,
it will sound like that. So now let's move the box here. Let's select our text. Let's increase our text size. So this is going to look like this. So let's play that.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
So let's adjust our text length like this. So now let's review our video.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
So this is how it will look like. And now you can add multiple text. So let's go to effects. And from this effects panel, you can see that it has a lot of affected various of different types of text designs. You can simply use any of these. These all are free. Let's use this one. So after downloading that, simply drag and drop here and it will automatically add up. And now let's increase our text length. Let's go to basic. Here you have text, basic, and select the text. And now let's write how to create a video in CapCut. So this is what we are actually doing. Let's hit enter, and now as we have added our text, we are now going to adjust our text inside this panel. Let's keep it inside this as full uppercase, and now let's decrease the size of the text. You can also change its style. You can also add bubble or effects into your text. And now you can also change its color if you like. For example, this, you can also change any of the colors. You can also use gradient if you like. My colors, select that. You can also use RGB if you like. Just select that. Let's select that. Okay. And now let's go to text to speech, and then let's select adorable girl.
You're using the text-to-speech feature.
American
You're using
male,
the text-to-speech feature.
narrative
You're
male,
using the text to
You're
Sensitive
using the text-to-speech
male.
feature. Choose a voice you like.
Let's use Sarah.
How to create a video in CapCut.
Okay, so it has a little bit of spacing here, so let's add our text. Let's go back to text and let's delete our space, and now let's select its font style as, let's select any of the font style that you like. I will be selecting this one. Let's select that, and now let's decrease its size. So here I have added the text, and now let's go back to text to speech, and let's select Sarah and hit start reading. And now with this box you can, let's select the text to speech, let's select Sarah,
How to
start reading, and now in this panel you can change the volume of text to speech. You can also fade in and fade out. How will it sound? Let's head back to our speech. So these are the text to speech. For example, let's select that one and let's listen.
CapCut.
Let's delete the first one and let's select the second one. Let's move it right here. Let's hit here. Okay. After heading back to the start point, let's hear our video. Let's play that.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
How to create a video in CapCut.
So this is how it will sound like and look like. So this was the short tutorial about the interface and the videos. So now the next step is so we will not need this. So simply select and delete that. So this is the text area. You can also use text templates. You will just have to download that, and after downloading that you can simply add your text here like this. Let's go here. So this is how it will look like. Let's go to text to speech and let's add Sarah.
Thanks for watching.
Start. Let's put it over here. Thanks for watching. So after clicking on start reading, it will add up the voice onto this audio track. And now after doing that, let's head back. Let's select our text again and let's go to text to speech, and now let's select Thomas.
Thanks for watching.
Let's
You're
select
using the text-to-speech feature.
Energetic-
Choose a voice. You're using the
energetic male,
text-to-speech feature.
and now
Choose a
let's
voice you
select
like.
Start reading. Now it has two different voices. So after that, let's select our arrow and let's head back to the first starting point. And now we have also added a template, text template. And now let's head to auto caption. So with this option, you can identify filler words. So this is a pro version feature. You will not be able to use that because you will have to purchase CapCut Pro to use this option. After selecting that, you can simply generate filler words. So if I click on it, it will show me I will have to purchase the pro version. Then you will be able to use the filler words option. And now let's head to local captions. So these are SRT which are used. SRTs basically means subtitles for different movies or songs which will show up onto your screen, Android smartphones or any other movies platforms. Now let's go to the sticker. So on this sticker tab, you will find a lot of stickers. So these are the free stickers. Simply select any of that, download that, and then
CapCut tutorial.
select this one Let's select that too. After selecting that, simply add one of that here like this. Okay, and now let's add one more of the stickers. Let's add one of the stickers. Let's add this one. Let's add this sticker here. And now let's add our arrow. Now we can adjust how our sticker will look like. So let's increase the scale of the sticker. Let's put it in the middle. You can also add multiple stickers.
How
So
to
let's
create a
download
video in
that
CapCut.
and add it right here. Let's add it right here like this. And now let's increase its size according to your needs. For example, let's increase it to that much. And now let's go to, so these are the stickers. You can simply add them like that. Simply drag and drop that. Simply drag and drop them onto your track. This is how much easy it is. And let's go to brand stick. So this is this cloud storage area. You can re-edit that. You can manage your brand kits. Let's go to effects tab. On this tab, you will be able to use multiple different effects. For example, this is the shaking one. So if I download that, it will shake like this. Sharpen edges. It will sharpen the edges of the text or the videos or the image files. So this is the edge glow. If I download that, it will simply add the glowing effect around the text or the images. Now this is the demo zooming. So if I click on that, it will show me how it looks. So this is the blur. So you can, these few effects are really useful. Let's see how many we have here. This is the camera shake, so you can use that one. Let's select that. Let's select that. Okay,
Thanks.
camera shake. Now let's download that and add it to our effects option. So this is the text, this is the effects, and this is the sticker. So this is the text. Let's increase that. So this is our stickers. Let's decrease the size of our sticker. Let's put it over here. You can also change its animation. Like this. Thanks for watching. Okay. And let's put thumbs out. This will look like this. Also select the text. So this is the effect. Let's select the effect. Let's decrease it to 30. And now let's select our next second text. And now let's input its exterior. It will let's increase the time. Okay, let's use that. And now let's go to the in. Now let's select the left. And now let's increase
How to
the duration. After doing that, we have also added an effect. You can use different body effects if you like. Now let's go to the transition. So here you will find different stockpiles of different types of transitions. For example, this is a simple transition. So to use that, I will have to add a video file to this track. Otherwise, I will not be able to use these transitions. Simply drag and drop the transition and then you will be able to use the transition. That's how easy it is. Now let's go to captions. It's same as the text file. Add captions the same way, it's the same thing. Load captions, same thing. And now let's go to filters. In this tab, you will be able to use these filters. So these are the 10 filter.
Create a video in CapCut.
This is crystal clear.
Create a video in
clear all.
Create a video in CapCut.
You can use these filters right here. So this is the filter. Let's use this filter. Now let's select our audio file. Let's decrease our sound like this. Now let's go down and see how much we are keeping the audios. So after that, let's go to adjustment and go to load. So you can also use 3D models, 3D files to lose. Let's go to preset. Here we have two different brand filters. You can use them, or you can also add these files. Now let's go to import. So here we have our final result of the video that we have just created.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
How to create a video in CapCut.
Thanks for watching.
So this is how it will look like. So here I have just noticed that the sound of the female is a little bit lower than the male one. So let's increase the size. Let's increase the volume of that. Let's play that. Let's mute each of them. And now let's play this.
Thanks for watching.
So this is the female one. And now let's unmute them. Let's select that. Let's go to basic volume and now let's increase it by default. Let's put 0.5. And now let's head back to the starting point. Let's go to full screen and let's hit enter.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
How to create a video in CapCut.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, after that, let's hit escape. And now we are back again to our interface. So after completing your project, you can simply download your edited video to your desktop. To do that, simply head over to the top right to export, select that. After selecting that, it will show up another window which says export. You can also give it a cover if you have created any. Now simply change the name if you like. I have given it sample project. It is going to show you export to the location. You can change the location by clicking on this button. And now you can also change the resolution to, you can also scale up to 4K if you like. It depends on your hardware. And now you can also change its bitrate. So you can also change it to your custom bitrate. Let's select recommended. And now you can also change its codec. So it has the most common compression method. So I am actually using a GPU. This is why it is using at H.264. So if you have a GPU, it will automatically select that. If you don't have that, it will automatically select HEVC. So I would recommend you to use these two. And if this one is to efficient efficient compression and compatibility, saving space. I will not recommend you to use this one because it might crash sometimes. It sometimes crashes on my PC. I cannot say about others, but I will recommend you to select these two. Let's select the first one, and now let's select our format. You can use these two formats for our videos. One is MOV, another one is MP4. I will recommend you to use MP4 most of the times. And now let's select our frame rate to 60 FPS, or you can use 25, 24, or 30, or 50. Now to the audio, let's select audio, and the audio file, you can select any of the audio formats. And now if you want to export the video as GIF, you can also do that. Simply select that and choose its resolution. To use 640p, you will have to purchase CapCut Pro. Now let's uncheck this, and it will show you that it doesn't have any copyright issues. So if it has any copyright issues, it will simply block the sound. So I will recommend you to turn it off and then export the video. After that, it will show you that the video is saved to your desktop or laptop. You can now share it. So it is saved automatically. I can also share it to my TikTok or to YouTube if I have signed in. I can also give it a name if I like, and choose its visibility as private, everyone, or friends. Also, I can allow comment. This is for TikTok. And let's go to our folder and let's see how it is looking like. So this is the video. Let's open that.
CapCut tutorial for influencers.
How to create a video in CapCut.
Thanks for watching.
So this is how it will look like. So this is a simple tutorial on how to use the basic and how to use the basic tools of CapCut and understanding the basic tools of CapCut. Thanks for watching the video.